Lucy. This is Mrs Baker's home, who we're going to see this morning. Her GP contacted me and said that Mrs Baker's just come out of hospital and she's feeling a bit down, and he just wants us to check she's okay.
Right.
And we were talking about the assessment of practice this morning.
Yeah.
And what interpersonal skills do you think would be really important in us going to see Mrs Baker?
So she's just come out of hospital.
Yeah.
And she's feeling down. Empathy?
Yeah, that's a good example. Perhaps what we could do is focus on empathy, but also on other interpersonal skills that we might be using in someone's own home. And then if you could observe what I'm doing on this occasion, and then after we've got back to the office, then we can talk about what skills I was using.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah. And then next time I can do it and get my assessment of practice document
Yeah, we can
done.
talk about that, yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So you just want me to sit down and
Just
watch?
and observe.
Okay.
Yeah, observe me.
All right then. Okay.
Okay.
Hi, I'd like to come in.
Thank
Take
you
a
very
seat.
much.
Hello.
Thank you for seeing us, Mrs Baker. I'm Laura, I spoke to you on the phone this morning.
Yeah.
And are you still all right for Lucy, the student, to be here?
Yeah, sure.
Great.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So, you recently come out of hospital, and the GP has had a chat with you and said to me you were feeling really low at the moment. Could you tell me a bit about that?
Well, what's happened, as you know, I've had cancer and I've had the surgery, and my family, I feel almost smothered with them. They're trying to get as much information as possible, and my husband's telling me what I need to do, and I'm trying to protect them and they're trying to protect me, and it just gets really difficult. I just feel that I need somebody that I can talk to that understands me, and I'm not getting their opinion.
So what exactly has been happening with the children? It sounds as though it's something that's been really stressful for you.
Well, they go on the computer and they say, Mum, look at this, da, da. And I'm so overwhelmed. It's just too much for me. I just feel overwhelmed with it all.
Right.
Because there's so much information, and my concern is that I need to hear from the experts like yourselves.
Okay. So, how do you think that we could best help you?
I'm one of those people that if I have the knowledge, and I feel that you're the best person to get the knowledge from, not people that are emotionally attached to me.
Right.
And you can tell me as it is, without protecting me.
It's really hot in here. Does this one?
Right. Okay. We were talking about your children and the difficulties
Can I
they
just say,
had.
My mum had cancer, and she said similar things to you about the family, and
I wonder if we could talk about that later.
oh, okay.
You've got that telephone call to make that we talked about earlier, so I don't know if you want to go and make that now, and then we'll meet after I've had a chat with Mrs Baker.
Okay. All right.
I'm terribly sorry. You look a bit shocked.
I'm not only shocked, I'm gobsmacked.
Okay.
And I'm really angry.
Right.
How dare somebody come in my home? I'm freezing
Yeah,
cold.
shall
Can
I
you
shut
just
the door
thank
for
you? How
Yeah,
can someone
sorry.
come in your own home? She needs to. How would she like it if someone went in her home and did that?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm really sorry her mum's got cancer or had cancer,
Yeah.
but I've just said that I need support about me, and it's
Yeah.
just like, what didn't you hear?
Okay. Lucy's a first year, and part of the process of being a student is actually learning appropriate interpersonal skills, and particularly to listen. We talked. The thing we were going to focus on today is empathy. So, what I'll do is when I get back to the office, I'll have a word with her. But Is it okay if I feedback what you've just said?
Yeah, please do. I don't want to get her into trouble, and if this is going to be a learning curve for her, fine. But just let her know how I just felt totally ignored.
Yeah, okay. Well, perhaps we could actually get back to what you were saying earlier. You were saying that about your children and the fact they're obviously emotionally involved in what's happening to you, and you want somebody with some knowledge to... perhaps somebody... Did you say somebody who had go through a similar experience?
Well, because I've got to start the chemotherapy in a few weeks' time, when I was in hospital, I was just bombarded with information, and it's just that I need to heal. And now I'm ready to actually start exploring and understanding. But I don't understand. All I know is I'm having chemotherapy and I might lose my hair.
Okay, perhaps we could talk a bit more about that.